go live, and now my now I have to clear my throat. But woohoo, and we're live. So exciting. There's no one here yet, and that's okay. I am very used to no one actually being in my lives. That's fine. But I really like going live and just having to talk off the cuff. I think it's quite fun actually. And then if I do have anyone in my live, then that's just sort of like a bonus. So I do have another video coming that should be up today, maybe tomorrow. I was actually just editing it, but as you can see, I'm just walking around my house. So it's 5:30 in the morning here in Brisbane, Australia. It's 5:30 in the morning and I'm just walking around getting some steps in. So it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is typically my like rest day. Usually I do a workout Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Wednesday I have this little sort of like hump day break, I guess you could say. I'm just going to switch arms. Oh, I have someone. Hello. Hello, visitor. Welcome. So it's not like on these days I usually go out for a walk. So on Wednesdays when I have a rest day. So I'll probably do that after I do this. I'll go out for a quick walk, like just do about half an hour just to get some steps in. And then I'll come back and like start getting ready for the day. So that's going to be my plan. But that's why I'm walking around. That's why I'm kind of like walking around, because I just got up. I don't really want to sit down. I don't really like sitting down first thing in the morning because my back, so I have, that's probably like my only health kind of issue thing is my back. I don't really like to just kind of sit in that position first thing in the morning. I like to be up. I like to get up and like walk around, get some movement in first thing in the morning. And I think that's why going to the gym in the morning really helps me, because I'm like walking to the gym and I'm getting that movement in at the gym, and then I walk home. So I sort of have like my cool down when I walk home. And oh my gosh, we've got 5 people here. Thank you for watching. Oh my gosh, hi. So I'm Sophie Grace. If you don't know who I am, I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm on a weight loss journey to lose 55 kilos. I've lost 36 kilos so far. I have another 19 to go. So yeah, it's been quite a journey. I started at 110 kilos and now I'm at 74. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my progress. I'm just gonna switch arms again. I'm pretty happy with my progress. It's been quite slow. I know like sometimes I see videos and it's like, oh, I lost, like 50 kilos in a year, and it's like, okay, that's amazing for you, like wow. But I don't know, I'm just doing it like really slowly because I feel like I'm dealing with the issues along the way. Like I'm not just like steamrolling and losing all this weight and not actually like dealing with the issues that I have. And there are so many issues. I mean, like, let's be real. There's a lot. So that's me. That's me. And I'm just trying to like document it. I'm just trying to show my journey and like show my progress and what I do. And basically what I do to lose weight is I stick to a calorie deficit. Like I try my best. I'm not perfect by any means, but I just started calorie counting this year. So around March, I started calorie counting and I found that that really, really helps. It's given me the results I need now. Like I think certain times on my journey, I have been switching it up like multiple times along the way. And at first, I just concentrated on stopping the binge eating. So, like when I was up at 110 kilos, I really had to just focus on like the main issue at hand, which was binging, especially like at nighttime. So that was like my focus. And oh my God, that was so hard. It was so hard to get out of those habits, and just to get out of the habit of one of the particular habits that I had to get out of was to not bring food home. I had this thing where I just could not bear to come home with no takeaway food or junk food. You know, like when I was out, if I hadn't got like some snacks from one of the shops like Big W or pardon me, just wherever I was to go like shopping, for example, if I didn't have like snacks, I would like have to stop and get takeaway or something. So it was quite hard. So I'm just gonna go grab some water. I see we have some more people watching, so hello, welcome to the live. As you can see, I'm just walking around, and we got a very, like, you know, we're basic here. Like, we don't have this full-on glam situation. Oh, yeah, I've only had like, so far, so I got up at 5, it's 5:30 or 5:35 now. So I've had some electrolytes. I'll just show you. So this is what I've been having in the morning. This is probably backwards, but it's Voost, and it's an electrolyte, and it's like these tablets, and you just put a couple in some water and it dissolves. And so I have that in the morning, only in the mornings, and then I just drink, like, I just make sure I like to drink a liter, at least a liter of water, like on top of those electrolytes, at least a liter before I go to work. And like, I know it's not much, but because I do drink quite a lot of water throughout the day, I think I'm okay with my water. Like, I do try and drink like as much as possible. I'm just gonna check something. I'm so sorry. Just don't mean to distract myself. Okay, cool. So what was I saying before? But yeah, that's where I'm at. I think my the biggest thing I'm doing is just trying to be in a deficit every day. Lately, it's been a little bit of a struggle. You know, I have been like tempted. I think sometimes I get into this routine, and it's quite like, I just go through these stages where it's quite easy to avoid like going off track, because I'm in a routine, like I'm doing my thing, and it's like not that hard to just say no to certain foods. But then sometimes I go through these stages where it is a bit of a battle. So I don't know if it's because it's kind of like just the cycle, like my monthly cycle, like maybe it's just that. It probably is. Anyways, so that's probably like my biggest focus is calorie deficit, and that's why I track calories, because it's just a really easy way to know, like, or have a good idea. And like, obviously tracking calories isn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to know exactly how many calories that you've eaten, but I think it really, really helps. And then obviously just practical things like not letting yourself get too full. Sometimes I do like let myself indulge, and you know, maybe about like once a week or like less than that, I will have a meal where I do feel a bit full. Usually I don't like to let myself get full, because I want to just get into that habit of eating until I'm satisfied and then stopping, because I don't want to overindulge. I don't want to be used to the feeling of being full. Like, I don't want that to be normal for me. So I think that's something that I'm concentrating on at the moment, is just things like that. Concentrating on the practical things, not just counting calories. So that's something. And then also I started at the gym a couple of months ago. So I've been doing it for a little while, and I go in the mornings, as I was saying, like I go in the mornings, because that's kind of the only time I can go. Like, I could try to go after work, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure because it doesn't really work for me anyway, because like I'm a mum, like I need to come home and, you know, see my daughter and like, you know, make sure dinner's all ready and just do all that stuff. And so it's not really a good time to go after work. But that's the thing, like going after work, I'm like, would I even want to? Like, if I could, would I even want to go after work? Like, I'm not sure. I don't think I would want to go after work and like I've just worked the whole day and then have to go to the gym, which it could be good. Yeah, I think it would be very different. I think it would just be a very different vibe. The other day, I had the day off. Like I had a couple of days of leave on Wednesday and Thursday last week, and that was lovely. On I think it was the Thursday, I went to the gym in like sort of around 8 o'clock, which is quite late because I usually go at like 5:30. So it was like such a different vibe. You had like there was like a couple there and they were doing this full on like workout together and like talking, because usually for me, like in the morning crew that's there at 5:30 in the morning, it's like if someone talks, it's like, who's talking? Like we don't talk here. Like, why are they talking? So it was such a different vibe. You know, it was so like not loud by any means, not loud, but it was just, yeah, it was a very different vibe. So that was interesting. And that's like the only time I've ever been at a different time than like 5:30. So it would be fun, I think, to go in the evening. Like, say if I like met a friend there and like, you know, we could like catch up and, you know, do some cardio and like hang out. I think that would be cool to go at like a different time, like in the evening. But yeah, it's just, it doesn't work. Hopefully one day I can just go there whenever I want and I don't have to go first thing in the morning, because like that's the only time that I can do it. I can just go with whatever works for me. Oh, anyways. But yes, we're down to one person. Thank you so much for sticking with me, my one viewer. So that's pretty much what I'm doing at the moment. And my weight loss has been, I've just been maintaining for quite a while. And like, this is what I do. You know, I feel like, I was just thinking about this the other day. What happens is that I will maintain for, you know, like I'll go through this period where like I'll lose a bunch of weight. And in this case, you know, because this year I've lost like, how much have I lost? This year I've lost like 13 kilos, which is great, from like March to now, like September, or I guess August, because I've been maintaining for a while. But, you know, and I suppose like that's not that amazing, I suppose, because, you know, that's kind of a long time, and like 13 kilos, like, oh, that's not that great. But to me, I'm like super happy with that. I'm thrilled actually at that. So I feel like I tend to lose weight in these stages. I feel like I tend to like lose a bunch of weight and then I maintain for quite a while. And like that's kind of what's happened now. And honestly, like I'm not even doing it on purpose. I'm not like, oh, let me, you know, lose this amount of weight and then let me just kind of maintain this. Like I don't even think that. I just kind of have organically just done that. I'm not even sure why, but that's just kind of like what's happened. And I'm kind of glad that I do that, because it's like I sort of just sit, and I was thinking about this recently, and it's almost like I am kind of working, like, you know, losing a certain amount of weight, working to get it off. And then it's like I have a little rest, you know, and it's like I'm working my way up a mountain, or like the side of a mountain, and I'm working, you know, to get the weight off. And then I find like a little perch, you know, I find a little ledge and I just sit there and I just rest and just maintain for a little while. And I don't really know how long I'm gonna sit on these perches. I don't know how long I need to just rest for, but I tend to do that. So I suppose it's a good thing. I'm just going to take my jumper off because I'm getting a little bit warm now. I just don't know where to put you. Let me put you there. And I'm going to, as you can see, we've got the most amazing setup. So professional. And I'm still in my pajamas. So please forgive me for that. Alright, would you on this side now? I was like so cold before, but then just walking around and holding this phone up. It's like I suppose I was supposed to be going to the gym for a couple of months. And apparently I'm still really unfit. I don't know what the hell. It must just be warming up really quickly. That's my excuse. It's just warming up super quickly. Anyways, I am holding this phone up. Like, come on. That's surely some sort of workout. Anyways. But yes, let's have a look on my fridge. That'll be fun. I'll show you guys what sort of food I have at the moment. Let's have a look. How do I switch this around? Here we go. So this is my fridge. If anyone has seen my, I mean, you guys that are watching probably have not seen because you probably might not be a subscriber, but I moved in with my parents at the start of the year, around March actually, because rent was so expensive I could not find a rental. So I have some fruit down here. I sort of haven't really, because usually I use the esky, like I tend to keep our stuff out of the way of my parents. They don't really mind, but I'm just trying to be like, you know, considerate of them. So we've got some fruit down here. Thankfully strawberries are $2 a punnet again, thank God. And they've all fallen down, that's fine, we'll just leave it there. But we've got like raspberries, we've got blueberries, you know, just some fruit. I got this watermelon for my daughter. She hasn't eaten it yet. We've got some kiwi fruit. We've got some mandarins. We've got to get around to eating those. We've got some pasta here, just this easy stuff. So I have easy things like that because like I'm working full time, you know, and like reality is that I honestly, most of the time I could not be bloody bothered to come home and cook. Like, I'm just going to be real. I just could not be fucked. So like that's just kind of the reality. This is some of the meal prep stuff I've done. So these containers all have chili con carne in it. So you can sort of see that there. So I've done these like big batches of it. And basically that's just so that, you know, we've got something to live off basically for the week if we need it. Yeah, because like last night we went to my sister's for dinner. So there's one night of the week that I don't have to worry about. Friday night we'll get takeaway. So yeah, there's only like a few nights during the week that I actually don't have to, like, I have to worry about what, I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, and then this is one of those like microwave meals. So I have a couple of these. I had one of these on Monday and these have been great. Like, these have been awesome. Like, when I'm stuck and I just need something that is relatively healthy and has some protein in it, that's been awesome. So yeah, that's the fridge. And then we've also got an esky, but I don't think it has anything in it because at the moment I think it only has like Pepsi in it. And then let's see what's in the freezer. We've just got some freezer things, like, and I know these aren't that healthy. I know, but again, I mean, it's just easier. And like when you don't have time, oh my God, me with my hand, when you don't have time, it's just kind of the reality of it, you know? And like on social media, you'll see people with the most amazing, like, healthy bowls, and, you know, they have like a Buddha bowl and it's like freaking, you know, seeds and bloody, I don't even know, shrimps or something. And it's like, what? Like, anyway, I'm just a big believer in my chili con carne because that's something that I can make a huge batch of. It's something that I'm never going to get sick of, and I can do all sorts of things with it as well. Like, you can put it in quesadillas, you can maybe make an actual burrito, enchiladas, or you could just do a burrito bowl, or you could just have the chili con carne in a bowl, and like that's the thing. Like, I could literally just put it in a bowl and heat some up, and that's it. Or I can be fancy and make like a burrito bowl and have like a lettuce and tomato and all this extra stuff. Like, I can sort of like make that really nice, or just keep it really simple. Just opening the curtains now because the sun's pretty much up. Well, to me, this is like the sun's up. So yeah, but yeah, so that's what was in my fridge. Little fridge reveal. But yes, well, thank you so much for watching. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. I know I've had some people come in and out, so thank you for watching. That really means a lot to me. But yeah, I'll just like leave it there, and have an amazing day. And please subscribe if you're interested in following me on Journey. That would be amazing. And hopefully I will see you soon. Bye.